Now, how is it? Can you hear me? Can you able to hear me, right?
Yes, we can hear you, Anita.
Can you able to see the screen also? Share the screen. Everybody can see the screen, right?
Yes, Vinita, we can see it.
Awesome. We'll start the class now. We'll start the class with a prayer. Close your eyes, palms together, seek the blessing from your Guru, God, Goddesses. And if you feel autumn, slowly open your eyes. 3 parts as usual. First, we are going to see the Pocharam, followed by our class, and ending up with the horoscope discussion. And we are also going to add one more section in between. Let's see how the time permits. Okay, today's Pocharam is like Chandra in the Mithuna, Guru in the Karka, Kedu in the Simha, Surya Shukra in the Tula, Mangal Buddhan in the Vrishika, Ragu in the Kumbha, Sani in the Meena. Okay, then the people who have the Midhuna Rasi, Midhuna Lagna, or Chandra over Chandra, that means in your Janana Jadagam, you also have the Chandra in your Midhuna Rasi, and the Kosharam Chandra is also on the Midhuna Rasi. That means it's the Chandra over Chandra. Okay? Then Chandra, in your, imagine a situation, in your birth chart, you have a Rahu in the Midhuna, and your Kochara Chandra is on the Midhuna. Imagine the situation also, how it will be. So find out if you have this kind of combination. Let's see how the days moves on. Is that everybody was praising you, or everybody was insulting you? You are embarrassed, or you are emotionally up and down here and there, and you all over the place. How you feel in the emotional level. So this is the biggest day to discover yourself. Okay, let's see about Pancham. Vidhi is the Chaturthi, followed by the Panchami, followed by the Sashti. Nakshatra is the Ardra, followed by the Punarvasu. Yoga is the Siddhi, followed by the Satya. Karana is the Valava, Kaulava, Taitre, Karaja. Weekday is the Ravivara, Paksha is the Krishna Paksha. Okay. Now we are seeing, now we are learning about the third lord in the different bhavas, 1 to 12 bhavas. How the third lord will signify in every bhavas, 1 to 12 bhavas. Okay. Last week we saw about the third lord in the 3 different bhavas. Remaining we are going to see today. When comes into the third house, what are the main things we have to remember? You have to remember about the aim, ambition, courage, travel, writing, and jewelry also. These are all the main things you have to remember. If you feel like, no, I can't remember so many things, remember these 3 things at least. Okay. Now, when in the third lord in the first house, okay, you should remember this. What is that? The third lord in the first house, second house, third house. Imagine your Mesha Lagna. And who is your third lord here?
Mercury.
Mercury.
Buddha is your third lord. Then the third lord in the first house means Mercury in the Lagna. So when the third lord in the first house, what it will be, what it will do. So that means third house itself a house for ambition, courage, and strength. Any individual can hold. So that lord was sitting in a Lagna. Means Lagna is who is a Jataka itself. So these people are really confident in nature. And they are well versed in whatever the third house signified, even if it is in art and passion or in ambitious, they are fulfilled with ambition, courage, and very, very energetic people. When comes into the third lord in the second house tells about your liquid acid, speech, family, food, nourishment. But here the third lord was sitting, and there was a connection between the second and the third lord. These peoples will have a very good face, and they definitely speak with the confidence. Why? The speech is a second house, third is the confidence, is both are mingled together. It gives the speech with much more confidence. We are very good in managing the finance as well. This is the Viparita Raja Yoga. When the third house lord, which is the Dusthana, third house is the Dusthana, that lord is sitting in the third house itself. So what is the Viparita Raja Yoga? Any of Dusthana lords sitting in any one of the other Dusthana lords or in its own Dusthana. Okay, it's simple. Dusthana lord sitting in any one of the Dusthana Rashis itself. Dusthana house itself. That becomes your Viparita Raja Yoga. So here third lord sitting in his own house, third house itself. Third house is we already know about it is for aim, ambition, courage, art, passion, communication. Communication in this modern world, it comes under all kind of the communications. It's a wide coverage. In the communication includes any media, which any kind of the media, any frequency it was using, it all comes under the third house. And the people living, your colleagues and the neighborhoods also. When that lord was sitting in the third house means definitely you become very, very good communicator, very courageful, and you are very much optimistic in nature. Okay, that's the division. Let's move on into the today's class. Now the third lord in the fourth house. Okay, what is it? We already know about what is the third house. What is the third house? Anybody? What is the third house is for?
Courage, aim,
Courage,
ambition,
travel,
ambition,
jewelry,
communication,
communication. Very good. Communication. Any other thing?
jewelry,
Jewelry. Very good. Anyone when it comes into the relation, what the third house represents? Your younger siblings.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So now that kind of the third house significance we already know, that's governed by the third lord. That the third lord was sitting in the fourth house. Okay. Let's have an example. Trishubala. Which one is the third lord here? Which is the third house first of all? This one is the third house. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So who's the lord here?
Moon.
Moon. So the third lord, who's moon, in fourth house. Which is the fourth house? It's a Simha
Sun's
Rasi, right?
Sun's house. Yeah.
Here the moon was placed.
Hmm.
So this line understandable? Third
Yeah.
lord in fourth house. Okay.
Yes.
Now in the situation, let's see about the fourth house. We already know about what is the third house. It covers about the aim, ambition, courage, your communication, travel, journey. It could be the short journey where you can come back in within a day. Jewelry, younger siblings. We know about the third house. Let's little bit learn about the fourth house. What are the fourth house when comes into your mind? It's about the home, any kind of an asset, vehicles, asset means it could be real estate, any vehicles under the fourth house. Okay, and the fourth house is also specially for your happiness. If anybody asks you what is the happiness, what makes you the happiness, go and see your fourth house. That will tell you a clear answer for it. If it didn't tell you, that's a different story altogether. But if your Jataka is your exactly based on your birth time, and the fourth house definitely represent your happiness, no matter what. Even if you twist here and there, that will give you the exact answer. What is my happiness? You can find it in the fourth house. And how the harmony will be, how the Jataka can meet the harmony or live in the harmony, that is also in the fourth house. So that is the significance of the fourth house. Now, here, the third lord was sitting. Okay. Then this Jataka will be ambitious, yes or no? Definitely ambitious, because the third house was involved. Ambitious is no question here. He definitely will be ambitious. But here also one exception will become that I will tell you later. But ambitious is for sure. Okay. Home traveling, okay. These people, when the fourth house was involved, any connection between fourth house, you definitely a home loving person. You want to be with the home, you want to be connected with the home. You don't like to go away from the home. But here, the third house is also involved. Third house is for your travel. Then definitely these people are home loving, but even then, they had a chance to travel quite often. Okay. in these people are also interested in nurturing others. Is it because the motherly emotions is also coming imbibe in their body, and they are mostly attracted towards the mother. That's the basic nature for them. But that quality is also uh, inbuilt for them. It's a kind of a manufacturing thing. When the third house lord in the fourth house means they definitely having an ability to nurturing others. See, this one is a very big quality. Not everybody can do that. Nurturing yourself is becomes a self-love. That is also somebody cannot do it. But nurturing others is the biggest thing one can do. Not everybody can do it. But when the third lord in the fourth house, nurturing others is becomes their it becomes the next part of it. They will do it as natural as it is. Okay. When it comes into when it comes into the social life and the harmony, these people are really best, very good in entertainer. When they enter into the room, when they enter into any of the place, they surrounded with the peoples and they make them happy. That's the beauty about this. The third lord in the fourth house. Okay. Anybody having third lord in the fourth house? Yes, no.
No, I don't.
You?
Vanita, I have a chart. I calculated for Viparita Raja Yoga, but I am still confused. I would like to share it with you if I want to know it better. I have done it right. So Lagna is Kataka
Okay. That's
and Ketu in fifth house,
Ketu in fifth house. Okay. Quite an
Chandra
easy.
in seventh house,
Chandra in seventh house. Okay.
Ravi Buddha in eighth,
Surya. What is the next one?
Shukra, ninth house is Shukra,
Okay, wait. What is the eighth house will have?
Ravi and Buddha, sorry, Ravi and Buddha.
Here, Shukra.
Shukra,
Okay.
and then Kuja,
In the 10th house.
10th house, Kuja,
Okay.
Mars. And then 11th house, Saturn and Rahu,
Okay.
and 12th house is Jupiter.
Wow. Okay, then what is the question here?
So I just wanted to check if there is Viparita Raja Yoga. I calculated, I think there is, but I am still confused. So I just wanted clarity.
Which house you find the Viparita Raja Yoga?
Third lord is
Lord is-
Mercury, that is sitting in the 8th house. So that is one thing.
Wait a second, this one. And the 12th house is a Jupiter. Jupiter was sitting in the
12th house.
Sixth lord in 12th
Jupiter
house.
is, yeah, Jupiter is in 12th house. So my calculation is right?
Jupiter in 12th house, but this one. Oh. Okay, the sixth lord in, yes, this is correct. Viparita Raja Yoga. Yes.
And also Mercury, right? Mercury is
Yes,
also sitting in 6th house.
Mercury is in 6 and 8. 8, this one is the 12th.
Third lord in
Yes,
8th
yes.
house.
Third
Yes,
lord in 8th house and
12th lord in, yes. Buddha is also.
correct,
Okay,
right?
now,
So my
yes,
understanding is right?
correct. So this is the
Ah,
sixth house. Sixth house lord is a Jupiter. Jupiter in the 12th house. That becomes the Viparita Raja Yoga 1. And the Buddha is the 12th lord as well as the third lord. Yeah, right? And he is
yeah.
sitting in the 8th house. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I got totally confused, and first time I had done it like this, then I got confused. So I thought I'll check with you. Thank you so much.
This is awesome. Okay. Let's see about. Okay. Now, if you don't have the third lord in fourth house, now I'm going to give an example. Now, this is the Mithun Lagna. Who's the third lord? Surya is the third lord, right? And he is sitting in the fourth house. Okay, now tell me how it will be. It will be ambitious, obviously. Why?
Yes.
The Surya is for an authoritative person, and he needs a leadership. Is one of its the significance of the leadership is the Surya represents that itself. So definitely he becomes definitely ambitious, home loving, but travels away from home. Yes, for sure. And interest and ability in nurturing others. And the Surya is the best quality to nurturing others. You can see that when you see the world itself. But the Surya's best quality, the some of mostly we didn't understand about. We always see moon is a nurturing others planet, but the sun is the best for it. I felt that more than the moon, I felt that the sun is the best thing. And the entertainer social, because it becomes the third house lord, is also well versed in it. Okay. Now, you have any doubt?
Vanita, repeat that last sentence. No, why you think sun is better than the moon? That is that one question there.
Better than?
The moon you said, right, just now.
Okay. Well, everybody when say the moon is the nurturing planet.
Yeah, right.
The mother quality and the emotional and the mind representation. Everybody believes that the moon is a nurturing. Definitely it will. There is no doubt about it. But my thought process was the sun's energy. It's a life force. It's a nurturing others. It's the impulsive quality of it.
Correct. Yeah.
Sun. If there was no sun, and you can't live in this Earth planet itself. So knowingly, unknowingly, that's why if you see when I try to explain the sun in the beginning, the sun is the malefic planet, but the sun is not that kind of the malefic. It will pat on your shoulder. It was like harshly make you a very good person. It's not like the moon pat on your shoulder, do good, do good. No, the sun will tell you hit on your head and make you to do the right thing. But when it comes into nurturing God, regardless of whoever it is, you whether it is good, bad, it's a good soil, bad soil, doesn't matter for it. It makes you it gives the life force, right?
Yeah.
So I believe that it's also nurturing others when comes into those words nurturing others. I believe the sun makes the first place in my mind.
Okay.
It's up to any individual. You can think whichever it is, but the moon is definitely for sure. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's getting into third house, the third lord in the fifth house. Okay, we already know about what is the third house lord. I'm repeating the same thing again. So it's about the aim, ambition, courage, short travel, jewelry, younger siblings, all kind of the communication. So in this modern world, if you start a communication in any frequency, that comes under the third house. Then you may ask, what is that frequency? Even if you make a communication through the infrared ray or UV rays or even invisible micro rays, macro rays, whichever the communication you started using any kind of the devices, are you using in a traditional, conventional way of sending a PGN to one place to another, whichever it is, when you start a communication, it comes under the third house. Okay, now let's see about the fifth house. Fifth house, it's about your spontaneous action, your creativity, anything you want, the conceivable things, and it's also Putrastha. And if you think about the the gambling kind of a stuff, which is make you the speculation, more anything which is involving in the speculative characteristics that comes under the fifth house and humor, amusement, but this is also involved both in the analytical and the calculative things also. Okay, that is our fifth house. If you in a long run you feel like no, I can't remember anything in the fifth house, remember about only one thing. Putrasthana for sure, you have to remember this. And you know about this think and creativity, spontaneous action. If that is enough for you in one once you practice again and again, and the third things and third and fourth things will add on naturally. Okay. Okay, this is special about third lord in the fifth house. One thing is special. What is that? That is the Bhava. How it is Bhava?
Second house.
Yes.
Third
Lording
from
its
third.
second house.
Third from third.
Third from
No, second from third.
Third to third. Wait, we'll see that. Imagine this is the Mesha Lagna. Who's the lord here? Third lord is here. Who's the third lord here? Mercury as on
Mercury, yeah.
Mercury.
Okay, then count from here 1, 2, 3. And what is the third location? This is the fifth house, right?
Yeah.
And the third lord, who's Mercury, sitting in the fifth house. Okay, so the Mercury was sitting in the fifth house. Why it becomes Bhavat Bhava? Everybody remembers, right? What is the Bhavat Bhava?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
wherever you are counting, the same number will come. If you are here and you count from here 1, 2, 3,
3.
third to third. Okay, but it was not the third to third for when you starting here. You are starting from, because you are in the third house. So you again start from there, it gives you the third house. So if this word was really confusing for you, don't worry about it. Leave it for a while. Because when you practice again and again, you really understand about the Bhavadvam very easily. Why? Give me a second. Okay, this is your Lagna, Mesha Lagna. And which, if you're a Mesha Lagna, which house represents your spouse?
The 7th house.
Seventh.
Seventh house.
Yes,
Seventh.
seventh. Awesome. Now, your mother is represented by, Jataka's mother is represented by which house?
Fourth.
Fourth, right? So this is your mother. Okay. Now you want to find about your spouse mother. Which one is? This is the starting point. This is your spouse. And count
Tenth.
from 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is your spouse mother. This is understandable?
Yeah.
That is the concept of your Bhava. So when you practice again and again, this becomes very much easy for you and you can easily understand everything. That's why when you see these people, if you give one Jataka, here the astrologers can predict all of the members in your family. They can predict everybody in the in number of the family members was there in one family. They can predict from one Jataka, one horoscope itself. But for my understanding, that is not sufficient. If you want to predict for analyze for anyone's horoscope, individual horoscope is much more convenient and much more you can give the correct meaning out of it. But there is also the very intelligent people out there. They will find out. You just give your horoscope, or if your father's mother's horoscope, they will give. If you give, they will tell you how many siblings you have and what date they born and everything. They will tell you. They will list out everything and tell you and tell you about every your family details. Okay, because they are in a very different knowledge level. But as for your practice, try not to do that. For your Jatagam, find out yours only. And if you want to find out anyone's individual, any individual in your family, take their horoscope and look into it. That is the best practice in the beginning. Okay. Now let's see about what will happen when the third lord sitting in the fifth house. We know about the third house. We know about the fifth house. Now in that situation, the third lord was sitting in the fifth house. They are great visionary. If why this visionary will come, this one line will give you a different story altogether. Why? In the Kala Purusha chart, Mesha is the Lagna and fifth house is who? Simha Rashi, right?
Simha.
No? Who's the Lord? Sun is the Lord. Sun is a great dreamer. Sun is a daydreamer. Sun is the greatest visionary, and he is the visionary lead itself. So that's why the visionary will automatically come when the third lord was sitting in the fifth house. Why? Additionally, the confidence is also there, the courage is also there, and combined with that, and he sitting in the fifth house, the visionary becomes the by nature for this Jataka. And wit and humor, it's byproduct for them. If they speak 10 sentences, the 5 sentences you will definitely know, no matter what. Okay, give me a second. Okay, here is also catch here. If the third lord in the fifth house, but there was a malefic planet combined in it, the wit and humor will be there. But how the person in opposite person can enjoy it depends upon the grahas combination. If the Rahu was combined, for an example, if the Rahu was combined in it, the humorous level will be really high, but there is a higher chances they can but others also. Okay. Adventures in dream. Okay, this is the very, very important point. If you try to see the third lord in the fifth house, they are very adventurous in nature, adventurous in romance. These are the peoples who alone and they had the courage to ask the opposite person or whoever they want to make a life partner. They very courageously they can ask and they can easily they can courageously propose to them. But their adventurous romance is very, very interesting. If you try to see any of the horoscope which is having the third lord in the fifth house as their stories, definitely it will be beautiful for one reason. Their adventures in romance, every romance will be different. When comes the third lord in the fifth house, then it can eagerly expecting the good story. Okay, this will be really interesting. Then you will come and ask me, Anita, I didn't have an adventurous in romance, even though I have a third lord in the fifth house. Okay, why? Your Mercury may not be in a good position, or you may not come into that kind of the dasha buddhi was happening for you. There are some other scenarios which is why this one part it's not happening in your life, even though the third lord in the fifth house. Okay, you should not ask a question. Either my kid was 12 years old, 15 years old, and the third lord in fifth house, is that the possible for adventures in the possibility in the future? Okay, so you can't nullify that in this moment. Okay, okay, let's move into smooth and happy life. So these people will definitely will have smooth and happy married life. Okay, any kind. Okay, this is one part is quite danger for other people, not this people. When it comes into the speculative business, this people decision was very bold and they take all kind of the risk in every dimension, but they can able to manage this very well. Who? The third lord in the fifth house. You can say these people are the speculative lords. They know how to manage this. Okay? Very good at communication. They why the wonderful thinking, creativity was combined with the courage and the confidence, and you have wonderful speech. When all together, what is the result will be? Definitely, it is an effective communication. Okay? Most of the time, their actions always leads to the profitability and fulfillment of the desires. Okay? That is the Bhava is also representing. Okay, anybody was having third lord in of the house? Yes, no?
No, Anita.
No? Okay. Give me 1 second. I will make the charges. Okay. Let's get into third lord in the sixth house. I believe everybody can understand. I'm not over explaining things to you. I believe that. Okay, this one is again an interesting one. The third lord, okay, we know about the third lord. Aim, ambition, courage, communication, younger sibling comes under the short travel comes under the third house. And that lord we have to consider. And sixth house is for anybody remember?
Roga, Ronu.
Rogan, Rico. Okay, this triple R. That is the main significance of the sixth house. And is also about job. What is special about the third and sixth? There is one similarity between the third and sixth. What is that? This is also Dustana. Yeah. This is also Dustana. This is also Dustana. Imagine you are a Mithuna Lagna. Which one is the third lord? Sun is your third lord, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Shimarasi. Lord is the sun. So this third lord in the sixth house. Which is the sixth house here?
Mars.
Vrikshikarasi?
Mars.
Vrishchika.
Vrikshika.
Mars.
I'm talking
Mars.
about the house, not
Mars.
about the.
Shiga.
Now here is a 3, here is a 6, both are Dushtami, 8 and a 12.
And they've exchanged places now. Yeah.
For this one, yes. And now when it will exchange places, imagine a situation now here the Mars was sitting, then that is the moment they will exchange. Okay? And now leave this Mars here. I will talk about only the Sun in the 6th place, who's the Lord of the 3rd house. So the 3rd Lord is sitting in the 6th house. So before that, we will understand what is the 6th house. So, Riturina Roga. That means your enemy, your debts, and your disease. It's all represented in the 6th house. Okay?
Health, yeah.
That's why it was saying
Yeah.
health, debts, and okay. That's why it's representing health, debts, and the enemies. This is a triple R thing. Okay. This is the best one. If anybody competitive, how you fare in the world. These people are very, very competitive in nature. That I will tell you later why. How come this is possible? Why? Okay, let's discuss now itself. Because the 3rd Lord, who's the Lord of the courage and ambition, and he's sitting in the 6th house, and this is for the competitiveness. When both the things are combined together, these people are really competitive in nature. And one, the success is also represented in the 6th house. Okay. Now let's see about this main characteristic of the 6th house, where the 3rd Lord was sitting. We already know about the third house significance. That Lord was sitting in the 6th house. Okay. Definitely, they will be birth in a renowned family. They are not take birth in the very simple family. They definitely birth in a renowned family. Okay. Definitely, they are financially sound. Why? Because the 3rd Lord was sitting in the 6th house means the debts will there is no sound, there is no reason for the debts. So they are definitely financially sound. Mostly these people are into the business and care and hospitality. They have this. Okay, one important thing about the Viparita Raja Yoga, about the 3rd Lord in the 6th house is whichever the field they are working, even if you feel like, okay, they are working in the field which is not relevant to them, they will success in that, no matter what. These people's life is like a Midas touch. Whichever they touch, it becomes the goal. Even they didn't have any knowledge, somebody will help, somebody will guide them, or they have this wonderful knowledge and then they implement it, and during a trial and error, these people will learn on the fly. Even if imagine a situation, some student was asking, and you see the Jataka, 3rd Lord in the 6th house. And the question is, can I pass in the competitive exam? Definitely you will. Why? Because the 3rd Lord, who is the owner of the courage and ambition, was sitting in the 6th house. Then the Raja Yoga already take place. Whichever you trying to do, it will become fruitful. It's not only for the students. When imagine a situation, one other word coming, and he's asking, I'm going to start a business. Can I do that in this field? And but when the Viparita Raja Yoga was happening and the Ashapati is also helping and the Gocharam is also helping, you can definitely tell. There is a higher chances you will definitely become a very good in the business. In every phase of their life, for the elders also. Whichever they will come and ask you, I have this kind of the disease, can I, how it will be? Can I live healthy? Imagine a situation, they didn't have any disease and they have a question, can I live a healthy life to the till end of my life? Obviously, when the 3rd Lord in its, when, sorry, when there was a, when elders was asking, can I live a healthy life? Possibility is really high. Okay. Anybody having 3rd Lord in 6th house? This is the wonderful Viparita Raja Yoga.
I'm them, Satish ma'am. You think you've gone through my chart?
Okay, I didn't remember. Can you tell me which one it is?
Miduna Lagna, Miduna Rasi. third lord in sixth in third lord sun is in sixth house Vrishchika, along with Ketu and Buddha.
Yeah. Which one is matching? Which one is not for you?
Almost everything matches, ma'am.
Yeah. And this is really possible because when the life is a Midas touch means whichever they touch, they will become success.
Even with
And
zero knowledge, I was able to survive.
that is the power of the third lord in the sixth house. No matter what, you will become successful in that.
Vinita, third and sixth are both Dostana. So is it like two negatives make it positive? Is it something like that?
Yeah, correct. See, I'm not sure whether you remember this. Very in the beginning of the class, I explained this about. Imagine this is the cosmos, and you are here. Okay, you are here in the earth. And imagine this is your top, your cosmos was there, and here all kind of the stars, all kind of the galaxies was there, and now you can able to get the energy of so prominently get the energy of the 9 planets. Okay? And in this 9 planet, if the space, which energy you can really consume, the energy which is in 1, 4, 7, 10, which is in the topmost head, we can easily receive that energy. What is it? Then another step which energy you can easily consume 159, which is in the triangle shape that you can easily cover. Which energy it was hidden, it is a peripheral for you, which is partially only you can receive. Most of the energy you were not able to consume. That is a 6, 8, 12. So when the most of the 3 is also included, 3, 6, 8, and 12. So when these Lord exchange their houses or sitting in one places among this any one of the Dushtana or respecting each other, then that will somewhat nullify the whichever the malefic effect on you, whichever the inauspicious effect on you, then that will give you the different Raj Yoga. See, number of the peoples in the world which they live in this year, now only the few peoples can success in their field, right? How is that possible? Because of the Raja Grahas which emit the Raja Yoga for them, that no one can stop that. No one can stop. Even the individual not even able to stop. So, this is the gift from the universe, you can say. Okay.
Okay.
See about now. Let's see about the one houses. Then we will getting into the horoscope. Then finally we'll end with one of the homework which I gave you, but none of you did it, but so I did it. Okay, let's see about that later. Third house in the third lord in the seventh house. We know about the third lord. Third lord is for your aim, ambition, courage, short traveling, your communication, your siblings, everything. Then you may ask, Monica, why are you telling the same thing again and again? This is for all your remembrance. So number of times you are repeating, it will comes in your mind automatically. Okay. It's a kind of revision. It is a revision. That is the third house. Seventh house, what it is? It's your partners, your spouse, can be a life partner, can be a business partner, your client, boss, customers, whatever the gift you are receiving, everything under the seventh house. Okay. You know what is the third house? You know what is the seventh house? But here in the seventh house, the third lord was sitting. Okay, now we have the which level? Which is the third house for me?
Moon.
Karka is the third house. Who is the lord? Moon
Yeah.
is the lord. So the moon was sitting in the seventh house in the Vrishchiga Rasi. Okay, Shanu?
Yes.
Okay, that is the meaning of the third lord in the seventh house. So what it will become? These people, when there was very strict in following the rules. This all the people you can say they are the governor of maintaining the laws and regulations. They follow the rules. Simply, you can say they follow the rules. There are the higher chances they can become the entrepreneurs also. Involved in a business, involvement, okay, whenever there was when you see about the partnership or combined with anybody, or when are trying to do a business deal, interacting with others who become your boss and a client, then definitely you have to see the seventh house. Here, the third lord, who is the courage, ambitious, who can fulfill anything, that the lord was sitting in the seventh house means that whatever the entrepreneurial adventures they are doing, they become very much success. Their mind definitely wants to involve in a business. They can't ideally sit because what imagine a situation, one person was here and he is full of courage and he have the wonderful aim and ambitions also. And this person was having wonderful effective communications to others, and the others was also seventh house, and all the qualities were sitting in the seventh house. This people can, this one individual can sit ideally. There is no way out. There is no way he can sit ideally. He, he or she want to take every other way to step into a business, and definitely they become an entrepreneur. They're very much professional, and they can gain the courage from the spouse also. They are mostly dependent on the spouse, but the courage they can. It's like I feel like it is a sun and moon. See, if the sun was not able, if the moon was not able to emit the energy, it can gain from the sun. So it's like a sun and moon. They gain from the energy from the spouse itself. But I give an example of the sun and moon for my remembrance. If you find it easy, then you can also do this. Anybody having a third lord in seventh house? Yes, ma'am. I guess so. Okay. Now quickly jump into the horoscope preparation. Then we will see about the 5 minutes of the home. Okay. We already reading about the horoscope of the Vasanti. We know about her birth date and the place of birth as well. The first stage we learn about what is the lakha. Okay, let's see about all the steps what we followed. Like following here. Karka Lagna. So she was born in the water quality movable female energy. At the degree when she was born, the Lagna degree was 24.34. Okay. You know about this number, right? First number is the Jataka's number, second number is the Kalapurusha chart number. So here the 1 and 4 combined. When the 1 and 4 combined means here the individual becomes motherly in nature. He has a tendency of nurturing others. Okay? This all we learned when we think about the first house itself. So what is a Rasi? Now I'm going to ask you a few of the questions. When you see this Jatakam, okay, which Rashi, what is a Rashi for this chart? We know the Lagna is the Karka Lagna. Okay, this is the Karka Lagna.
Vrishchika.
Why Vrishchika Rashi?
Moon is
present there.
So wherever the moon, consider it is a Rashi for the Jataka. Okay, any retrograde planet was here?
Neptune. Sorry.
Saturn.
Saturn.
Okay. Any planet which is in exalted? Any planet which is exalted?
Mercury.
Yes. Mercury.
Mars also.
Okay. Mars also?
No.
Own
Mars
house.
is
Own
in the
house.
first house, no? Then
Own house. Own house.
own house, that's all. No, it's not
Now
exact.
we'll see about the own house planet. Which planets which are in the own house?
Mars.
Mercury, Venus, and
Mars.
Venus,
and Saturn.
Saturn.
Mars, and Saturn. Okay.
Four planets.
Okay. Now who is the Viryadipati here?
Jupiter.
12th house. Jupiter.
Well,
Jupiter.
Jupiter is the Graha which is in the 12th house.
Mercury.
Who's the Viryadipati? Who's the Lord?
Mercury. Adipati. Oh, sorry. Mercury.
Adipati is Mars, no?
No, Mercury.
Mercury.
Okay. Then Ashtamadipati, who is the Ashtamadipati here? Lagna is the Karka Lagna. Then who is the Ashtamadipati?
Saturn.
Saturn is the Ashtamadipati.
Because it's in the 8th, you are saying that, Vanita? Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Oh.
yes.
Yeah, Ashtama, whoever.
Okay, Ashtama, 8th. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Now let's see about this one quickly here. So we already found out Yoga Karaka is the Mars. Why? Because the Karka Lagna, Mars becomes the Yoga Karaka. Varyadipati, we already found it is the Buddha. Ashtamadipati, Sani. Sixth house Lord, we know about that is the Guru. Why? This is the Karka Lagna. And sixth house Lord is the Guru.
Good.
Vatakadipati, because this one is the Shara Stira Lagna. Karka Lagna is the Shara Lagna. Yes or no? So then
Yes.
the Vatakadipati becomes the 11th house Lord. That's the
Yes.
11th house Lord. That is the Venus. So there was
Venus.
no Marana Karaka. Marana Karaka means the planet which is in that one particular house that becomes the Marana Karaka for that planet. But for this Jataka, none of the planets was in that position. So we consider this one as the null. Own exalted debilitated planet. Oh, debilitation we didn't see. Debilitated is the moon. Exalted is the Mercury, but it was combusted. Okay, combusted itself also Mercury. Vagra Graha only one, that is the Saturn. So whenever you read the horoscope, make a note of it. What is the Rashi? What is the Lagnam? Is there any Rashi Parivartana was happening? For this Jataka, there was no Rashi Parivartana. Okay, Yoga Karaka was there? Yes. Then make a note of this particularly one, Varyadipati, Ashtamadipati, 6th house Lord, and also 8th house Lord, Padakadipati, and the Maranakaraka. If any of the grahas was retrograde or combusted, you take a note of it. Importantly, take a note of the Dasha. For her, now it was the Venus Saturn, Venus Dasha, Saturn Buddhi, Mercury, and that. So, who's the Venus? Venus is the Lord for the fourth and 11th house. What is the Shani? Shani is for the 7th and the 8th house Lord. So then the question will come, why we need to make a note of the Dasha Bodhi and also its houses? If you see, whatever the things which is happening in her life, it definitely will be relevant to 411 and the 7 and 8. Mostly. It will come no matter what. So then you may ask, when is this only happening for entire life? No, when the Dasha Buddhi was happening, when the Shani Buddhi was finished, then the next Graha was coming, then that house is happening will be that house is relevant, significant only. Okay? This much easily understandable, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what we learned in here. And we also learned about the Parivartana. We learned about the Mahaparivartana means the Kendra laws exchange between the houses in the 159 Trikona lots. Okay, that means the lord of the Kendra and the Trikona they are exchanged. That means the Mahaparivartana. Kala Parivardhana means Dushtana lords and the Kendra lords was exchanging the places. Okay, this is the also the people considered as the Raja Yoga, Viparita Raja Yoga. The other name is also there, Tanya Parivartana Raja Yoga. When the Dushtana lords exchange the houses between them, 6, 8, 3, 6, 8, 12, they exchange houses in between. Okay. Now let's see about the raise all this thing. Okay. Now today we are going to see about the 4th house story. Oh, this Gocharam chart was wrong. I read this. Okay, now we have to see the 4th house. What are the 4th house represents? 4th house represents your mother, emotional security, your happiness, harmony, your home, homeland, your social life, your real estate, vehicles, your basic education. That is the significance of the 4th house. Let's see one by one. Okay, for her, let's see about the relationship with her mother. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay. How the relationship with the mother will be? Anybody can? Just, even if it is wrong, don't worry about it. Venus. Venus is also the lord for the 4th house and the 11th house. And the Venus was sitting in its womb house. Now tell me how the relationship between the Jataka and her mother.
It will be good. Good.
Definitely good. Let's see
Yeah.
with her. How is your relationship with your mother?
Good one.
Right. Okay, now we'll have an example of another jargon later. Now let's see about her emotional security and the happiness in the home. Okay. Now, what is your happiness in your life? Whatever the thing, don't worry about this birth chart in your mind. Leave about everything and tell me what is your happiness with.
For me, to work always. I like to work. That gives me a lot of happiness.
Otherwise,
Otherwise, and also a kind of little luxurious life. That's also a part of it. Like
okay.
travel, those kind of stuff.
When you work is an action, right? What
Yeah.
makes you happy? The work is an action because you're doing something. That's an action. But what makes you happy?
Finishing the work in time and getting
I
results.
think the
Those
work is also an action. What makes you happy?
completing things, and I don't know that part of it. How do I describe them?
Okay, when you complete, what is the
Attaining.
emotion you feel? Concentrate on your emotion only. How do you feel that? Okay, when you finished, what is the first emotion you feel?
That I've completed, satisfied.
Satisfied. Otherwise,
Otherwise, it's working always in my brain. I'm very restless about it.
what is it? Working.
No, if I don't achieve what I want to, I'm very restless. Like, though I'm doing something else, still that is working in my
Mm.
mind. So I'll be very kind of a little agitated about it that I have to finish it.
Okay. Keep aside of every actions you are doing. Concentrate
Okay.
only on the emotion. If something is in front of you which make you happy, what is that?
Something in front of.
No, not, I'm just giving an example. But what is in the world makes you happy? Finishing the work is a kind of the task someone was giving you, and you have the responsibility. You are finishing. That's a responsibility. Action is also involved in. But something. See, when
For
you have.
emotion, I think I want everything spick and span. Like the clean, everything is clean, I'm quite happy about it.
Mm.
If something is messy, I don't like. I don't know that if you're talking that as an emotion. Then.
Okay, I
Is
will
it
give
the
an
question
example.
that what gives you the happiness?
What makes you happy?
Makes you happy.
You also said some
Like
luxuries.
I can
Some
explain it.
luxuries.
See, if you wake up suddenly in the morning,
Mm.
suddenly you see out of the window, you see something and you feel happy. That's what ma'am is trying to ask you. What emotion
No.
makes you happy?
Yes. What emotions makes you happy? Yeah.
Anything pleasant around me.
Anything?
Children
Which is
playing around,
pleasant. Which is pleasant.
brightness,
Anything pleasant.
flowers, trees, the
Nature.
breeze.
Yeah, that's what. Like nature, anything that is pleasant. Even a very clean house, like my own hall, when I go to my living room, I shouldn't see the cushion somewhere there. So then that it's anything is, yeah, that would help me with.
Because when the Venus was sitting in the fourth house means your happiness will be something needs anything beautiful. Even
Yeah,
in your work, if you decorate, they will ask you to do A work only, but you will give us an A plus.
yeah,
So
yeah, I
what
know.
is the decorative thing you will do? That makes you happy. If someone will give you the work and he give you whatever the raw form it is, you can't feel the happiness inside. If you want to decorate something around that,
Yeah, very true. Like even a
yes,
simple
and
gift when I have to pack, I do it with lot of caution and love so that it really looks out of the world. Yeah, yeah, that's true.
yeah, you know what? Why that was? I know about you? No, because the Venus was telling that. Venus was oh, you can't sit and you can't simply give anything. Even if somebody was giving you as a mirror as a present, if it was a simple mirror, you can't feel okay. I want to do something in this. You will
Yeah,
decorate it and place it in one corner. That is also beautiful corner.
yeah,
Even if
true.
it is a corner in your house, you want to make it is a very beautiful.
Yeah,
Okay.
I need to.
Definitely you yes or no?
Yes, yes, that is true. Very true.
Definitely you are a home loving person. How is that?
Yeah, I'm home.
Okay. Now let's see here. Your emotional security. How is about when you defined about your emotional security? How is that? It's definitely in a good level. That's what my understanding because your Venus was in the yes or
Yeah,
no?
yes, yes, yes.
And definitely the happiness. Yeah, if you see anything beautiful, when you look around the world, it's not only in your home. Choosing anything beautiful, you feel happy and restful.
That is exactly what I meant. First, also, like anything that is very nice for my eyes and appealing, I am very happy about. I like such things.
You are definitely a home-loving person. You want to be with your family and enjoy with it.
Yes.
And social life, definitely it will be beautiful. How is that?
It's good. All my friend circle there, we are having a lovely setup of friends everywhere.
The potential of having a real estate and vehicles and luxury, it comes to you. You don't need to go for that, but it comes to you. Yes, Chandra?
Yes, I have. Yes.
And about the basic education, you definitely will have wonderful study.
Yeah, I've done my master's. Then I pursued my PhD, but then I didn't complete it for different reasons. Because
So, fourth house representing about your basic educations. Your
that
basic.
is, basic is fine.
It's definitely you will be an outstanding student.
Yeah, I
As
was
when
a
there was
gold
no
medalist.
mercury, why are you saying? Because the Shukra energy was like he was unconventional. He was like one. He is the one of the acharya, but his level of knowledge is unbeatable. No one can match with him. But his ideas are always unconventional. He don't want to follow the rules, but his knowledge was remarkable. Remarkable means no one can match with. So definitely there should not be any obstacles in your basic education. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Which is good. Anyone want to add anything about her fourth house? Okay, there's one thing I'm missing. When you see any of the houses, because I saw your horoscope already, that's why I forgot to mention that point. Okay, wait a second. Is there any houses was expecting this graha?
Yes.
Any graha expecting the Venus?
Jupiter is aspecting.
Which one?
Jupiter.
Jupiter. Also, yes. Also. Which aspect it is?
Fifth aspect.
Fifth. Okay. When the Guru Shukra combination was there, what it will be? When two acharyas was there, what it will be? Is that good or bad?
Good.
Different of.
Definitely we'll see that, okay? Because anyway, when we come into the 12th house, because when you come into the 12th house, we'll see about it, this combination. This is really a wonderful combination, but any combination will have the two sides of the coins, right?
Yeah.
Or something will give you something, some will be good, some will be bad, okay?
Because one is Deva Guru and one is Asura Guru. No?
Okay, this guy was following the rules, and this guy
Won't follow.
he is 365-degree turn aside, and he didn't have an intention to follow the rule also. But the intelligent level, both are in, even you can say the Venus is in a higher level. So she has tremendous knowledge. No one can match her. Knowledge level, both are really remarkable. And we assume he's for the gold significance, he's for the silver. But then you will, Vanita, this is the price is high, so this one is good, this price is low, this one. No, think in that way. The energy level which is emitting, that is you have to take it into consideration. Okay, so we'll see about this combination when it comes into the 12th house for sure. Okay, any other graha aspecting?
No. No.
No, right? Catch me. Okay, we'll consider it as a no. Then I will quickly see about your homework. Why anybody was not doing the homework? Why? You didn't have a time?
No, I didn't have time. I've gone out, so that's why I didn't do. But
I
I was
forwarded,
thinking.
ma'am. I forwarded in the morning. I forgot to send it yesterday.
I didn't have all the information to.
Okay,
So
I will quickly tell you how you can find that. Give me 1 second.
I forwarded it, ma'am, in the WhatsApp.
Oh, did I? Oh,
There's something. Yeah, it's come.
Yeah,
just.
yesterday I forgot to forward it. I almost forgot. I went out, it just came now.
oh. Let's see about a certain. Okay. Okay, let's go with this first. Again, yes.
It's just what came to my mind. I've written that.
Excellent. Moon influence. Okay, let's go with one by one. Entrance, what it will be.
Rahul sits. Rahul.
Mostly in the southwest or the northwest direction, the people will say it's a Rahu's energy will. Whenever there was a wide opening means you have you may see the vessels which is having a narrow opening, and there are some vessels which is having the wide opening, right? So like that, when there is a wide opening, the Rahu's energy will be there automatically. But when excluding the northwest and the southwest direction, if there was any opening, sun's energy will be automatically inside. That's why the entrance is the sun's energy mostly, because when at least in India, the people won't give importance to open the entrance door towards the northwest or the southwest. They always give preference towards any one of the sun's direction. Mostly these peoples are give importance to the east side or the north side. But when it comes into the southwest or northwest, Rahu's energy will come no matter what. Okay, so that's why the Rahu in an entrance, the Surya and the Rahu depends upon the entrance opening. When it comes into the living room, okay, here is a story. Living room is a kind of, you can see all emotions involved in it. What is it? All emotions. In the living room, you may make a decision. In the living room, you express your love. In the living room, you can discuss anything which knowledgeably you can discuss anything, right? So that moon is also one of the graha. Then the Buddha was there. Then the sun was there. So living room is a combination. We'll see about that later also. Okay, bedroom. Bedroom is only for Venus. There is no other graha will come here. Okay, moon is also you can take that, but when it comes into the bedroom's energy, Venus is the best one. Why?
But moon is supposed to be for sleeping and rest, no, ma'am.
No, okay. Remember this one. The 12 rashis. Among the 12 rashis, the 12th house is for your
Shaya Sana.
for the sleeping related things, right? Here, which graha was exalted?
Venus.
Venus is exalted, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
So
Kalabusha, yeah.
you can blindly, when the bedroom was coming, Venus energy will be there. That's why how you can come, invite the Venus energy. If you say this is my bedroom, the Venus energy will come. No. When the Venus energy will come, if you make it is very neat and clean and so much decoration and with the perfume and the fragrance. When you enter into the bedroom, if the bedroom is, you may name it as the bedroom, you may name it as a living room, but how are you inviting that energy? When you enter into the bedroom, if the fragrance was coming very beautifully and you want to be getting inside and it was giving a cooling environment, I feel like you want to rest, then you definitely feel that is the Venus energy. Okay? Comes into the kitchen is a Mars energy. Why? It involves the fire. When comes into the cooking, digestion comes into Mars only. Okay, study room, regardless of whichever it is. Mercury is the leader in the study. Puja room definitely for Guru. Why? Any kind of the ritual, religious related thing, Jupiter is the main graha. Okay, that's why when you enter into the puja room, the people will decorate the idols with the turmeric paste or the kumkuma paste, or mostly the saffron. They put the ghee oil and put some strands of the saffron into the ghee. Why? Because they invoking the Jupiter's energy very well. Okay, now come into the storage. Storage is the Saturn. Anybody know why storage is the Saturn?
Something to relate with slowness.
Old items, all items are stored there.
Holding things.
Okay, I will give an example.
Dark area.
dark area. Okay. Now you imagine a situation, you have a kitchen and you have a pantry area. That is your storage area, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
I say that was the Saturn's energy. Why? But that was not a Saturn's energy fully. Okay, one important thing about the Saturn's energy is the thing which is not moving off, which is in the long term residing in the one place, whichever it is. It may be your pot, it may be your chair, it may can be a water bottle you placed at one point, but it is not moving for years or for months. Then the Saturn energy will come at there automatically. That's why the people will say rotate, move the things around, or at least clean the things around. Why? They didn't allow the Saturn energy to sit in one place, particularly in their home. That's why they clean the room at least once in a week. Why? They want to move the things. So that's why the storage, Saturn will come. Meditation place. Okay, meditation is a little bit, Jupiter may not come, Ketu for sure, Moon will come. Why? The intuition and the emotional thing when the meditation space was created, when you enter into the meditation space, the Moon's energy and the Ketu's energy prominently involved in it here. Okay. When it comes into the hidden corners, Ketu is there. Ketu Saturn will be there, not Rahu, because Rahu was wide opening. When you see any of the spaces which was having wide opening, the Rahu will be there. Hidden corners, definitely Saturn and Rahu. Okay. Garden, okay. When it comes into the trees, that is the different story altogether. But when you commonly name one location, that is the garden, Surya's energy only. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Venus energy will be there. That will come into when you identify the different entities into that garden, we identify, okay, this is Venus energy, this is Mars energy, that is Mercury's energy. That is a totally different story. But you name the one whole space as one name, then the Surya's energy will be prominently involved there. Any garden you have, the Surya's energy will be there.
Okay.
Balcony, okay, balcony is a wide opening, right? In your home, you open it as one space, which is excluding your living area. So that is the space Rahu energy will be there. Parking space, okay, parking space, any kind of the transiting zone, Saturn's energy will be there. When you park something, when you are going to make the thing idle, movement is Mars, flow is Mars. But when you are staying idle, this parking space is Saturn. Okay. Now let's go into the restroom. The restroom, different peoples will say different things. Some peoples will say it's the combination of the Saturn and the Mars. Oh, because it was eliminating, it makes the flow. But some people will say it is of the Ketu, because the Ketu makes your body to let go something inside, it makes you to go out of it. That's why the restroom is also, can think it as most of the people will say it is the Ketu. Some people will literally make the individual as an object and thinking it as a Saturn and the Mars. Terrace, yes. Terrace is the Saturn and also Rahu's energy, I guess. Terrace garden, Moon, Surya, and the Venus won't come into place. Because when you identify an individual object,
Terrace, why is it Saturn? Because it is
no, it's not
open
Saturn.
under the sky?
Not Saturn. No, Terrace is an open. It was the sun's
Rahu,
energy
you
will
say.
be there. Rahu will be there. Terrace garden, the moon is also there. Sun is also there. Okay. This is wonderful listing note. I like it. Okay, let me see what I did.
So what would be the staircase in that case?
Staircase. It's a stepping. Okay, whenever you're going up, it's a Surya only. I guess so. Maybe I'm
What was the question? Sorry, what was the
So
question?
what is this staircase? What is this planet
Staircase.
significance?
Oh, staircase.
I didn't
Because
think
in
about.
Vastu, this is staircase is usually on the south side. if you relate to that, it can't be Surya, right? In that case.
Possibly. We see that I include anything, but I'm also not sure about the staircase. I check and come back because I didn't have a list.
Okay.
Okay, which were with I know about it. Okay, this Surya will be I explained already. Okay, let's coming into the living room. Living room is a different combination altogether. But some people will say no, it's moon's energy. Some people will say it's a Surya's energy. No, when you are living in one room, that's common for everybody come and sit and discuss, and you can fight, you can love, whatever it is. That's involves different energy. Particularly it's about the Surya and the Chandra, Buddha, Shukra energy also. And there was a love and comfort was there. Shukra's energy sit in that place itself. Okay. Shukra, we already know that was a love, comfort, rest, and intimate connection. And when it comes into the kitchen, we already discussed, Guru's already discussed, Sunny, yes, meditation space. Mostly it is the Chandra and the Ketu. But how come the Chandra and the Ketu? The Chandra, it involves the peace and intuition. If your mind was not settled, if your mind was traveling every second, every moment, then your Chandra was not helping you. If your moon was stable, if your moon's energy was stable, without that moon's energy, not even without, the sun's energy is also involved. But moon's energy have a higher probability, it moves around frequently. If the moon's energy make balanced in your body, then that gives you peace and leads to the intuition also. The Ketu is mainly, you already know about it, Ketu is mainly for the inner reflection, detachment, and the spiritual soul. All different, sea. Okay. Hidden corners we already know. Surya, Rahu, Vargini, we already know about. Okay, this is the restroom is called, some people will say it is Puja and the Sunny. Some people will say it is Ketu, but I easily remember Ketu belongs to the restroom. Okay. Now it comes into the terrace, Surya and the Rahu, because that's a solar energy, and the Rahu is for an expansion. When there was a wide opening, you can consider it as a terrace. Okay. Terrace garden, then here the Surya and the moon will be here. Okay. That's all about today's class. Any questions till now? Okay, next topic, next homework is also about
share this? Can you please share this with us in the group?
I already did. It was in our
Okay.
meeting.
Okay, thank you.
There was Google Drive. I messaged everybody. Yes, no?
No, you
Okay,
messaged,
yeah.
but it was not there. When the questions were there, I think. Page 2 was blank.
Can you open again? Try now. Why? I believe I saved it. Because it's on auto save. Anybody click and see whether you can able to open? No?
I'm clicking once
I'm
again.
clicking once, yeah.
Why can't I go there? We have to sign in, is it?
Oh, did I make it
Yeah,
like that?
that's like, yeah, it's like that.
I have to sign in.
Is that easy for you?
No.
Anybody open this Excel sheet? No? Because I make it as anybody can open. Still, I don't know why. Still, if you find any problem, I will try to make it as a different one. Or otherwise, I will give it to Saravanan.
Yeah, we can see it, Vanita. We can see it. I just
You can see
opened
it,
it.
right? Okay. Okay, next
You
week.
have to sign in, right, Sarvan sir?
Yes, yes, yes. You have to.
Okay, next week. Oh, okay.
We can
Then
see,
sign-
Vanita. We can. It's opening.
Awesome.
It's opening, yeah.
Okay, next week homework is about the fruits. Anybody have an idea about the fruits? Any fruits you can. And whichever I can also give you the list. If you want to add a number of fruits also, you can add. But give the grahas representation followed by what do you feel about it? Why you think it was that graha? If you see, I'm just giving an example. If you see the mango, I feel like it was a Surya because it was the yellow in color. And some people will say, no, it was a Jupiter because it was in yellow in color. Give it that reason.
Okay.
Then you may think like, no, my answer is right. My answer is wrong. Don't worry about it. We'll see. Whether it is right or wrong, we'll see about it. Okay. Give it a try. Then that is the moment you see everything as a graha. The moment when you see whatever the things which you around you, and even if your family also you can see as a graha, that's too weird. But if you want that time, you can do that also. But this week, make a time to spend at least 5 to 10 minutes for any fruits, whichever.
Yeah.
You,
Watermelon, Jupiter, because too big.
yes. Yeah. Your reasoning is the best in the world. Okay. So make it as I'm also going to give you the list. But if I missed anything, you can add it right away because I give you the edit permission also. So you can literally use the sheet anywhere, any which way you want. Okay, that's all about the today's class. We'll see you all next week.
Thank you, Anita.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.